Mr. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Whereas all the full faith and trust go on? Dear Mr. Trump, congratulations on the new FTA entered into with South Korea. We also congratulate you on the recent magnificent address to the UN Assembly. We wish you the best of luck on Supreme Court judge nomination. 1. Misrepresentations and blackmails. On the issue of denuclearization of North Korea, however, we would like to point out that the South Korean conduit of Kim Jong-un misrepresented his messages to you. Moon told you in essence that Kim would agree to denuclearization of North Korea, while in fact Kim told him that he would agree to denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. You know that the latter will inevitably lead to removing U.S. Army from the peninsula. We advised you of the complete preparation by the southern regime for the invasion by the North Korean troops on surface and under the ground, that is, by UGT. The nerdy regime leader further omitted an important point Kim wanted to convey to you. The corresponding measures from you before or simultaneously with denuclearization. You praised both of them on the spot publicly, believing that the denuke promise was made without condition precedent. Moon changed the 2 points when he delivered speech at the UN Assembly, advising the audience that Kim wants corresponding measures and is interested in peninsula denuclearization. We, lawyers, would characterize such behavior as unethical and disloyal, and businessmen would define such conduct a breach of confidence devoid of reliability and credibility. He ran into the conflict of interest expressly and committed blackmails on you and to the world. The misconduct was reinforced by an interview with Fox News. He laid out incoherent arguments for the end-of-war declaration as if it was propelled by a hidden desire to get a Nobel Prize. He called it a political gesture that can be reverted subsequently. By definition, the declaration will be irreversible. No one can possibly imagine how he would make it happen. How he would muster the 16 UN allies, a meeting of minds, and what technical resolutions should be made in advance among the parties. His remarks were full of hearsays and innuendos, inviting contempt and skepticism. It appeared to be nothing but foolish over-identification. He is clearly no longer your ally. Remember, we told you he is not representing the Republic of Korea but perhaps Kim Jong-un. 2. Genuine ally. There is no president of a country who will help you as faithfully as Ms. Park Geun-hye, the legitimate president of the Republic of Korea. The majority of the public in South Korea, despite the ongoing infamous press-gate, now look forward to your initiative to save the Republic out of the catastrophe. Patriotic South Koreans will firmly support the reinstated President Park in maintaining and complying with the mandate of the U.S.-ROK Mutual Defense Agreement. What's crucial to realize is that you have now perfect justification to get involved in the fate of both North Korea and South Korea. President Park is still in prison for no guilt proven and is atrociously persecuted. She is very sick and cannot move limbs to exercise, and yet the prison refuses to take her to the doctors for medical diagnosis or treatment. People are afraid that she may pass away out of the persecution soon. While the North Korean human rights issue is debated all over the world, not many people recognize that President Park's case is a more serious human rights violations case. We bring this issue to your attention and request you to have her released for the purpose of medical treatment. You should be able to persuade either Kim or Moon to make it happen. It can be for the limited purpose and scope. In our opinion, she should be transported to the U.S. for medical treatment on an emergency care basis. 3. End-of-war syndrome. 2 high-ranking officials in the North declared expressly that you ought to declare to end the war. They bluntly refuse to perform FFVD unless and until the declaration is made. Their clear message aims at camouflaged conquering of the South, the supreme goal handed down by the late Kim Il-sung. They do not care if there are many obstacles in the course of the communist unification. They succeeded in operating on the foul servant in the South to pay perfect boulevards for their easy invasion. This is exactly why and how they can overtly and adamantly launch all-front attack to you. They could also be pushed by the imminent danger of internal riots. Simply put, you seem to have been had. We remind you of the Trojan horse story. Virtually all peace pacts were breached. Peace must be fought to win. We amply explain to you what they are up to in this end-of-war syndrome. They will not care if they are charged with the war crime for Korean War II and or World War III. They are simply different species from the rest of the world. There are traits of them you cannot comprehend. 4. Solutions to offer. As of last year, the patriots composing of roughly one-third of population were in favor of U.S. preemptive strike, but now the two-thirds are eager to see you make wise decision to at least selectively remove the nuclear facilities and weapons. You are amply justified to make a courageous decision. Short of the drastic measures, you may also consider a few other alternatives. We are willing to share some of the realistic footsteps with your officers in charge. We will have one of our directors, ex-Major General who is in charge of security matters, contact your security advisor for a discussion of details. Very truly yours. International Lawyers Forum. On behalf of Sovereign Korea Corporation.